Alright guys, today we're going to continue with dividing polynomials, but we're going to do synthetic division, and it's a shortcut method to divide polynomials, okay? This only works when we're dividing by a binomial with a coefficient of 1, meaning our divisor, x plus 8, that is a binomial, is 2 terms, and the leading coefficient in front of the number x is 1, so we're good to go, okay? So we're going to start out by writing the coefficients down of the dividend. So the coefficient of x squared is just 1. In front of the x is 3, and our constant is negative 43. And then we are going to use the constant term from the binomial of x plus 8, and it only works when it's in the form of x minus c. So to make that x minus c, we would rewrite that as x minus negative 8, which is the same as x plus 8. So we're going to put negative 8 in this box. And we're ready to start, okay? So after we get our numbers lined up, the first number we drop down, and we take 1 times negative 8, and we get negative 8. We're going to combine like terms. 3 plus negative 8 is negative 5. Same thing, go to the box, multiply by the box. Negative 5 times negative 8 is positive 40. And combine like terms again. Negative 43 plus 40 is negative 3. And we're done with the coefficients. Now we just have to write our answer, meaning we have to put our x's back in, okay? So we did divide. So our highest power is 2. It's the second degree. So since we divide, we're going to subtract that power by 1, okay? So we're going to start out with 1x, because we subtracted the power by 1, minus 5, that's my constant, and then my remainder is negative 3. So we're going to put minus 3 over the divisor of x plus 8. And that's our answer, okay? Now we don't have to put 1x, we can just put x minus 5 minus 3 over x plus 8. That is our answer. Okay? So same thing with number 2. Make sure that we don't have any missing powers. In this case we don't. We have 2, then 1, then 0 for the powers going down. So we're going to use our coefficients. So we're going to start with 2, negative 16, and 19. Okay, in our box, remember we can use the synthetic division when it's x minus c. So since it's in that form already, we're just going to put 7 in the box. So a good way to remember that is if it's a plus sign, do the opposite. If it's a minus sign, do the opposite. Make it positive, okay? All right, drop the 2 down. We're going to do 2 times 7, which you get 14. Put it underneath negative 16. Combine like terms, we get negative 2. Take the negative 2 times 7, we get negative 14. And again, combine like terms, 19 minus 14 gives us 5. Highest power is 2, so that means that I'm going to start with 2n to the first, minus 2. We minus 2, and then sorry about that. Minus 2, then plus 5 over our divisor of n minus 7. And that is our answer. Okay, so the next one, same thing. Going to write it in order. Now we are missing a k squared. We have the third power, then we have the first power. So we're missing that k squared. We're going to do the same thing with that place value. So 1k to the third, that's 1. I don't have k squared, so I'm going to put 0 there. Then negative 17, then 32. And my box is going to be opposite of what I see, so that's negative 5. So remember, we have to have all powers accounted for. K cubed plus 0k squared, that's where I'm getting that 0 at. Minus 17k, there's the first power, plus 32, that's my 0 power. So 3, 2, 1, and 0. Alright, first number, drop down to 1. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. 0 plus negative 5 is negative 5. Then we're going to do negative 5 times negative 5, which is positive 25. And we'll do 25 and negative 17, which gives me 8. And 8 times negative 5 is negative 40. Negative 40 plus 32 is negative 8. Okay, my highest power is 3, so that means that my k is going to be k squared. So we have 1k squared minus 5k plus 8 for the constant, and then the remainder of 8 minus 8 over k plus 5. Again, you do not need to write this 1 there. I'm just doing it for you. So we would really write this as k squared minus 5k plus 8 minus remainder of 8 over k plus 5. Okay. Okay, last but not least, same thing, synthetic division. I have the fourth power, then the third. I'm missing my second power here. So I know I'm going to put a 0 in. And then I have first power, then I have my constant, so I'm good to go. So we're going to start with 8, negative 64, then my 0 for my squared, my 3, and negative 28. And in my box is going to be 8. Opposite of what I see a negative 8, I put the opposite. Okay, drop down the 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 64 negative 64 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 times 8 again, 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, and then 3 times 8 gives me 24, and negative 28 plus 24 is negative 4. Okay, so remember, we're going to decrease the power by 1, so this 8 is going to be 8 x to the third. My next one would be x squared, that's a 0, so I'm not going to write that. My next one would be x, that's a 0, I'm not going to write that one. The next one would be my constant, so it's plus 3, minus my last is 4, that's the remainder, over x minus 8. Okay, so I'll rewrite that just for you to see. 8x to the third plus 3 minus 4 over x minus 8, and that is my answer. Alright guys, so go ahead and complete 3 and 4, 7 through 9, and then work on IXL code DXD. Good job and good luck.